our final conversation for today. We are getting you ready for May 21st. It is that time for 25th, that is. See? It is enough time for you to get all the gear you need, get the body ready, because it is time for the annual Cancer Walk. And here to tell us more about it, we have Heather Reneau from the Belize Cancer Society and none other than Karen Rosito. Of course, you are a health and fitness instructor, motivational speaker. I don't know what else I will give you at this point.
Like I was telling you, grandmother.
Oh,
yes.
That's a new title she's so proud of now. Ladies, good morning and thank you for being here.
Good morning, and thank you for having us.
So it is that time already.
Yes, it is. I know the month started out, you didn't hear about us, but we're here. We had to get across the ICJ, we get through everything. So we're here letting people know that Cancer Walk 2019 is here again. We invite you to support the Cancer Society, not only the Belize branch, but all our branches, because a lot of them are having Cancer Walk this month as well.
Yeah.
So we came to share with you some of the t-shirts and some of the products we're selling this year.
Yeah.
Ms. Karen is going to tell you your do's and don'ts for Cancer Walk, what you should do so you don't feel pain after, and then you beg to the Cancer Society and say, hi there, people. But we love it. We come out to support. We come out to advocate.
Yeah.
So you see, this year our theme is I am and I will. So it puts a personal spin on the issue of cancer prevention, education, and promotion. It tells you that doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you are. You are able to make an impact in the life of somebody that has cancer, their families, or even your community. Because you might not intimately know somebody that has cancer, been through that experience of what a family goes through, but you're able to spread the education, you're able to spread the awareness, and you're able to help us raise some funds to support our children and our adults that need treatment.
So this is the biggest fundraiser that the Cancer Society has.
Yes, it is.
Right?
Yes.
And how do you generate your funds?
Well, that's what I'm telling you. We generate funds through the selling of t-shirts. We also do a lot of grant writing and proposals because, as you know, the Cancer Society is an NGO.
Yes.
So we don't get huge fundings from the government. We get a very small subvention that is able to support some of our expenses for the month. But taking care of those affected by cancer is not an easy job. It is not a $1,000 job or a $10,000 job or a $100,000 job. I can tell you, since we've been at the Cancer Society, we've supported persons with millions of dollars since the Cancer Society have started 20 years ago. And that is only a little drop in the bucket, because what you can support cannot cover everybody's medical bills. So we're trying to tell people as a community, we have to come together, we have to feel the burden for each other, because more and more persons are getting affected by cancer. More and more children, what are we going to do? These children did not ask for this disease, but unfortunately they have been given this diagnosis. So as a community, we cannot just turn our heads and say, okay, that's not my child. That's not my mother. That's not my father. That's not my brother. Yes, they are. So this year, our team is saying that I will and I am going to stand up. I will make a difference. I will advocate. I will survive. I will support. I will help. I will be compassionate. Because it's just being caring about the other person.
And that's why I think it's so important to point out how this is a fundraiser and purchasing the t-shirts, because that really does help you add to the bucket.
Exactly.
Essentially. That people will rely on when they need financial assistance to get their treatment or diagnosis. Karen, I know you've been involved for such a long time. It's we know that exercise is one of the healthy practices that can be a preventative tool for just about everything.
Yes.
Yeah, including cancer.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me about your own involvement.
So every year for years, I've been the motivator, meaning, you know, up on the truck at 5 in the morning, getting a nice, she asked me to say, what song you want to play, Karen? And I say, family.
We do coordinated songs.
So, but before that, first thing you want to think, why am I walking? Why am I doing this? One, maybe somebody for you survived cancer. Maybe you're just trying to donate toward the cause. But for whatever reason, it is almost 10 miles. 20,000 steps. Yes. So no make no go school, it is 20,000 steps.
Yeah.
So you have to, for it not to have a lasting effect, your donation will have a lasting effect, but your body, it needs to be ready. So the first thing is comfortable, versus cute. It's two C's. You don't want to be cute. You don't want to have cute hair with beads and a lot of stuff. No elaborate hairstyles. You don't want to be cute in a nice see-through tights where you get some chafe that you remember for the next 5 years because they want to peel the skin and all that, you know where. 3, you don't want to be cute. Like I brought this tennis particularly to show you that this is cute.
Yeah. I was going to say, those are cute.
This is cute. Yes. This is not comfortable.
That's not what you want to walk in 10 miles.
No. Hard. It is, even the wear that I'm wearing, we kind of coordinated. Exactly. She's wearing what you should wear, I'm wearing what you shouldn't wear.
Okay.
Because this is called a city or street pants. Yeah. You wear it, you can wear heels, whatever, to look cute. Comfortable is wearing probably knee or a little bit above or 3/4 or full length lycra or stretch pants. Yeah. Thick enough that it doesn't wear. The tights that these women we wear nowadays is not comfortable. Yeah. It's only cute. Cute, like I said, is wearing that comfortable. Like today I particularly brought a narrow.
Bring out your shoes.
Yeah, narrow versus wide.
Yes, that's a wide, this is a narrow.
Narrow. So if
know your foot shape.
Exactly.
Yeah. And your foot size. Yes, I'm a fan of Nike products because they fit me well. And I teach exercise for a living. Yeah. But I'm saying you can go and get something that's comfortable, not necessarily expensive. And this you should have had walking with for at least 2 months prior to not putting a brand new tennis to go out there.
No brocketing on the day that I'm walk, please.
No.
And
you'll get blisters and burns. Yes.
And so the cute is out the door, the comfortable. Because at the end of the day, yes, you can get the cute pictures, but you're being pain for months.
And you might lose a toenail for a couple months.
And then, now, first style, we have, women put on these acrylic toenails, if you have broken toenails. Please take them off. Please, I said, file them down. Even if you use a matched file, right? No, you don't. File them down and make sure that the feet fits, that you have a little space, because your feet will swell. Yeah. Now they have, then of course there's the okay, so you have big hair like us, right? But remember, the rays of the sun are harmful from like 6 o'clock in the morning. Yep. So you can have the peak or the conventional hat. Yeah. Now, if you want to have the copper hat and you have big hair, you can simply take a scissors and cut out the last two parts of the hat, and you still have a hat. Yeah. You don't have to
and you have the front half, but not the back half, so it still holds your ponytail.
Wear your sunblock on your entire body, because no matter what color we are, we still get sunburn. Yeah. And then the socks. Now, everywhere I think sell, well, these are Nike socks, of course, but everywhere sell the socks with the lip. Yes. I wonder if I get a lip commission. But you see, this is called a lip. So what it does, it cushions here
in the back.
So there's no slippage, right? But there's also just a regular Avon socks, or just a with a lip too. Yeah. But my advice to you is, don't wear your past socks or your grandpa socks.
Wear socks that fit you.
Right? Yeah. If you are somebody like, you wear the socks that a thicker socks, then use it. Just go to all the stores have socks for brothers to save you to.
And they're very inexpensive.
Everywhere.
Some of the socks
it's like $3
each or $10.
So the exercise ones are better just because they don't bulk up around
exactly.
What will hurt you after mile 3.
Yes.
And that's why you tell them, wear the size socks you wear. Don't wear a bigger socks and then you flip it underneath, because after walking for a while, you will feel that impact.
Right?
No.
Yeah.
And then there's something about, it hurts my back and my chest when I see women walking and bouncing all around.
Yeah.
Remember,
wear
comfortable,
not
cute.
Bra.
Yeah.
Supportive bra. Let's say you don't have a bra. All the stores in Belize that sell these used or these
athletic
stores,
wear. They have very good athletic wear.
$20 and down. Or wear 2 good bra. Remember to Vaseline under the bra mark, Vaseline in between because you'll be doing this 20,000 steps, and the inner thighs for women. For men, don't have your outside organ hanging and swinging around. Oh, it's gonna be pain for your scrotum area and stuff. right? Make sure you Vaseline everything. It soothes and comforts.
Yeah.
You don't want to be walking and then for months you have chafe and pain.
Yeah.
Right? We just want you to
be
be
comfortable.
Yeah.
We'll be out there. Digi will be out there. We'll be supporting 100%. We always do as a company. And
so the shoes and the socks
Yes.
are for men and women.
Women, yes.
Exactly.
And I think that's one of the key things we have to keep in mind.
Yes.
And even the sports pants.
yes.
Yeah.
And you
Because
can
you want to
also
breathe.
wear, for people who sweat a lot, wear a cami. Or for even men, wear an undershirt
underneath.
so that kind of absorbs the sweat. And because remember, sweat is salt.
Yeah.
So you'll get major chafing just by walking. This year we want maximum support.
Yeah.
Yes.
These shirts are $30 and $35 for the nice dry
the long
fit shirts,
sleeve ones.
right?
Yeah.
And to me, you spend $30 on things, the casino, the Chinese.
Yeah.
So why not just do it?
Your
Even if
drinks
you
on a
want,
Friday night.
yes,
Exactly. Sometimes just lunch, you spend more than $30.
You're in Africa.
even if you won't walk or you can't walk, buy the shirt and wear it
Yeah.
for the month of May.
And your shirt will last you a really long time.
Yeah.
Anybody that has purchased a Cancer Walk shirt from the
Yeah.
Cancer Society knows that you can keep this in your closet, you can pull it out, you can wear it again, your ink won't crack, your design won't fade, and you have a quality lasting shirt.
I'm
So
sure.
yes.
And I'm sure last year's one is still in good shape.
yes, it's
but
very
you're
good,
supposed to
but
buy
we
the
need you
new
to buy
one.
this year's
The
one.
one that
Because
I
it's the
bought
shirt that you
18
buy
years
at the
ago,
fundraising.
I still have.
See, 18 years ago.
It was, remember, it was all white shirts.
All white with pink writing.
Right?
Yes.
So I still have that one, but then of course you want to get with the times, right?
Exactly.
So I
And purchasing
Secure
your
all the
shirt,
design.
purchasing your shirt shows that you have supported this year's initiative.
Right.
And we have to say thank you so much to our sponsors, to Dolphin Production that does our products, because they have really become a member of the Cancer Society, and not only a provider but a supporter and an advocate as well.
And that's such a beautiful design.
Yes.
They do that?
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
So we sit down, we come together as the year begin, and we start with this year we wanted to bring across the message of power and unity and support. So we played around with a lot of different ideas, but this is the one that got us. Like, we wanted to fight for something. We wanted to show that we were working together, that we were bringing all these pieces together, because cancer is a very big picture. Education and advocacy is only a part of it. So everybody coming together, doing the cancer walk, and we have to say big up to Boyne and Boyne that keeps everybody hydrated on these walks. You know, every sponsorship comes from the sponsors that pays for banners, for the trucks, for the music, because we could not do it alone. The cancer walk is a big venture. We say it's like our carnival. We look forward to it.
But when it comes to awareness walks, this is one that calls out the masses.
Yes.
And I think that it's also indicative of how people, so many people, have been impacted in one way or another by someone who survived cancer or is living with cancer or unfortunately passed away because of cancer. Tell me, when you see this support, what does it represent for you who've been working behind the scenes for so long?
For me, it represents that as a community, we're learning and we're understanding the impact that it's having.
Yeah.
We are starting to adopt healthier lifestyle practices. I see a lot of people walking. Sometimes people that come out for cancer walk, they literally get up and train from January just for a cancer walk, just like they do for carnival.
Yeah.
So if that is the mode that gets you to where we need to get you, to adopt healthy lifestyle, to start running, start exercising, drinking some water, getting your yearly checkup, making sure that you support every educational initiative that is out there by other NGOs as well, because cancer comes as a part of NCDs.
Yeah.
And a really big effect that has on people is diabetes, hypertension, respiratory problems, and heart disease, exactly.
Yes.
And we're seeing a lot of our young people being diagnosed with cancer and diabetes. We're seeing a lot of our babies. So we have to wake up as a community, because where are we going to get the funds to help these people? Because if they cannot help themselves as a community, we cannot turn our backs. So we have to get together. If it means that we do another walk, if it means we try to bring up more branches, if it means that the Cancer Society needs to evolve to another level, that we're able to offer the service and deliver the capacity to the community that we're supposed to, then as a community we have to do it.
Yeah. I wanna bring it because, you know, when we see all these people, and every time I watch the images of our coverage for the cancer walk, it seems like so many Belizeans, and what you see, people of different sizes, people of different
Ages,
ages,
yes.
people of different fitness levels
Yes.
as well.
And you see different cultures as well.
I know, and you even see people with strollers and whatnot, and little kids on their bike.
Yeah.
But Karen, what always surprises me is, you know, this is a health movement too. It's about
Right.
getting people interested in wanting to
moving,
keep
yes.
it going. And I
Exactly.
say that because I think it's been a couple of years where the World Health Organization has actually listed obesity
As a
risk
disease.
factor.
Yes,
It's a
it is
disease
for
and a
NCDs.
risk factor for non-communicable diseases and cancer.
Exactly.
So I mean, the fatter you are, the
more
higher
at
your
risk.
risk
Yes.
of developing one of these diseases.
And we take it for granted that we say, okay, we're just a little bit plump and we're eating all the sugars and the fats, and we're not taking control of our life.
Yeah.
Because eventually you will run into a brick wall. You will get sick. And the cost of healthcare is massive. It's devastating, not only for a country, but for individuals, for families, for persons. Think about it, having a healthy father who is the head of the home, taking care of everybody, and he falls down with a stroke or a heart attack.
Yeah.
And the burden it puts on that family, or a child going to school, playing in the playground and falls and hit his hip, and going to the doctor, they find out that
That
child
is
has a
cancer.
bone cancer.
Yeah.
We've
And
been
that's the
having
sad
so
part.
many babies with cancer. It's alarming.
And they
The
can
young
only
children.
be treated out of the country.
Exactly.
Right.
But
Yes.
as a community, we have to start to take that active role. We have to make sure we're seeing where our food comes from.
Yeah.
We're preparing healthy foods. We're limiting the fatty foods. We're limiting the canned foods. We're starting to eat more vegetables, more fruits, more water. Because our life has changed, it has become so fast paced. It's a bit easier to give the child a ramen noodles. It's a bit
Yes.
easier to give them a little pack snack. It's a bit
Yeah.
easier to give them the box
Or
juices.
flaming. What I noticed working with Dr. Eck out of his office is that more and more kids, young kids, are being diagnosed with stomach, with ulcers.
Ulcers. Yes.
With little kids, I mean 7, 8 with ulcers. Why?
All these
flaming hot
chips.
Cheetos,
Acid.
Yes.
Takis.
Takis, yeah.
And if you look on the label of the Takis, it says nothing about habanero, jalapeno. They're all chemicals that makes it hot. Right? And so we will never ever stop. 10 years ago, it wasn't like this.
Yeah.
Now we are seeing kids at 3, 4 being morbidly obese.
Yeah.
Right? And my head hurts every time, but we can only do so much, so we appeal to the public through fundraisers like this to show up and do something.
And we appeal to parents, teachers, community. We have to do something, whichever part of the world you are, whichever part of Belize, if you're a teacher, try to incorporate a little more physical activity in your classes.
Yes.
Make PE important. The Ministry of Health and Education is fighting so hard to make sure PE is mandatory. They're trying to revamp the school feeding programs to make sure healthy foods are in the school.
Yeah.
We're appealing to the vendors that sit in front of the school with our children. Please try to offer healthier snacks. Bring fruits instead of all these chips and these sweets, because we live in an obesogenic environment.
Yeah.
We cannot fault the children and fault ourselves when we look at a package and it's so pretty, it's so all these characters. The kids want that product, not necessarily because it's healthy.
We have
But
to
then
teach
that's
them.
that's
Exactly.
because we as a parent, if you teach a child to eat fruits and vegetables from he or she can eat, he or she will more gravitate towards eating. That's why I take this opportunity to big up the YWCA. First day I took my granddaughter to school, we packed a, what's the name of the juice? The little
Capri Sun.
Capri Sun. And the mother or the person who takes care of the children told us, no, we don't accept that here.
Exactly.
I was ashamed because I'm a nutritionist, but it's the easiest thing to buy.
Yeah. Yes.
So now we look and we actually go and look at the labels and we buy the best juice. There is, or you squeeze juice.
Create your own.
Your
Yeah.
own, right?
Yeah.
Because the children will eat it.
Yeah.
So the point is that while this is a fundraising activity, it could be a kickstart of your own exercise or fitness regime.
Exactly.
Karen, we've talked so many times about how just walking
Just
can help
walking.
you. 30 minutes of walking reduces your risk for cardiovascular
30 minutes,
disease.
Exactly.
and even
Exactly.
on, you know, the track at Marion Jones, the inside track, is kind of padded. So you go there in the evening, even if you're heavy and you're not able to walk well on tar or stones, you can go in there and do a couple laps.
And that's good for your joints.
Yes, and you take your time. You don't have to walk fast. Believe me, if you're overweight or obese, you can't run. You shouldn't run. So it's just about walking. And then I wanted to say, making sure the surface, you strike the surface with your heel first.
Yeah.
So you heel and keep your hands up, because you put them down, you'll have swelling.
Yeah.
Right? So keep it up, keep moving the fingers. And it's just
And you
half an
always
hour.
say, if you're walking for exercise, you shouldn't be able to carry a conversation.
That's right. But don't say that, because we have people that talk the entire way. We have.
This is a bit different.
Yes.
This one is also a social event.
See, we even have persons on their phones, you know,
Yeah.
taking pictures and posting and listening to music, all the young guys.
Yeah.
So we invite everybody to come out. We also want to invite you out to our annual Wellness Day.
Yeah.
And we do that in collaboration with Atlantic Insurance, as they
Yes.
have a very special cancer plan that they offer. And we like to urge Belizeans, urge persons to find out about this cancer plan. Do a little bit of research, because a lot of us don't have insurance, health insurance on ourselves or our children.
Or
a lot
the
of us,
insurance won't
exactly,
cover.
and they won't cover specific cancers. But if you have a backup plan that in the event that you're diagnosed, you get a lump sum, that takes off a dramatic burden. You're able to navigate through the system more seamlessly. You know where your funds will come from to cover
Or at
your
least
treatment.
get the first phase of funds. too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because a lot of time people don't understand it's not the cancer, the diabetes or hypertension that kills you. It's the stress. It's not knowing what will happen. The frustration of what will happen to your family. We have seen a lot of people lose their homes, lose their vehicles, lose their lives because of illness. And we cannot continue to sit around and not get the education out there, because if it is something that we can prevent, why not prevent it?
So when is the Wellness Day?
The Wellness Day will be on the 29th. That's the last Wednesday of the month.
Okay.
So when you finish the cancer walk, you still get a day.
Yeah.
You get to, cool off, because the holiday is that
Recover a bit.
Monday. I
Yeah.
think we're getting the holiday on the Monday, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you get a rest day, and then, on Wednesday you think about your health again. You come on out, we'll have different NGOs out there, and we'll be giving free screening packages as well. So if you haven't gotten a checkup, you weren't able to, we invite you to come out. We are working closely this year also with our sister around the lane, BFLA. They do tremendous work.
Yeah.
Also the NCD Alliance, we're forming an alliance with a lot of social partners, NHI, the government, everybody, PAHO, coming together to see how we can spread the education, how we can get it out there, because we need to do something, because this health issue will be raising in the next couple of years. Cancer is on a rise now, but it will be rising higher if we don't make an impact now. So we have to do it right now.
And final bits of advice, Karen, for people who perhaps have not done any exercise in a long time. Do you just wing it on the walk, or you try to get in some exercise now?
You still have time, because it's in literally a little bit under 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
So at least get the joints used to moving again. But my advice is, when you go there, just don't try to keep up with John or Jane.
Exactly.
Just because
Do your
people
own
do
pace.
it in it's done under 2 hours normally.
We have some people that run.
And some people that take 3 hours, but we're there waiting for them at the end. And if you see that you're suffering,
You're fatigued, we have service
we have
vehicles.
service vehicles
Yes.
for you to get in and take a rest. So
And
don't try to
worry.
be a hero out here. Just show up.
Exactly, and all the Boyne and Boyne water stations will be along the road. The employees will be out there. We'll also be having the youths. They come out, they're so inspirational.
cyclists.
Yes, the cyclists will be out there. And we have some surprises this week, as we have a very, very motivational youth. I know you've heard of him, Mr. Andrew Munnings. And he always thinks of the most amazing ideas. And he was thinking, we need to do a little video something competition. And him and his mom put together the most amazing video. So now we're going to have a social media campaign.
Okay.
And the amount of likes you can get a prize on Cancer Walk. Then we give away very nice prizes. So look out for us. Check our page this week. Come in, purchase your shirts, and check your branches.
Yes.
All right. So
Remember,
remember, you can get
it early.
$30 or $35 depending on what you purchase.
Exactly.
Your Cancer Walk shirt for this year. It takes place on the 25th. And do pick up your shirt, because this is the way they raise the funds to help people who are affected by cancer. Ladies, thank you for coming in. We
Thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
us.
And we'll see you at Cancer Walk.
Yes.
All right. We'll go ahead and take that final break now. When we come back, we'll have our wrap up, so stay tuned.